It's your boy Big Breezy, you locked in with VMR Radio. Don't touch that dial. Breezy!
Yo, what up? It's your boy Big Cookie.
It's your boy Big Breezy.
Hey, yo, this is Jay Rich.
And we the future. And you're listening to VMR Radio.
DJ, please pick up your phone. I'm on the request line.
Your request.
Yeah, man. Yo, man, hold on, man. Y'all got to turn them radios up. Y'all got to turn them up. Turn them radios up.
Your request.
Shalom and welcome to the Request Live Show. The reason you are Mondays while everybody else hates them. It is I, your Couth Wisdom Simone, and we are here. How do you who? Mishpa Khan with me. Bang to the Kadash Boogie.
Trash man.
And as you can hear, Rich, he's somewhere around here. He listening, y'all. He listening. But we're here.
Yeah.
No.
It is a bright.
There you go.
And if you wanted to know if we were going to have a show, yes. Here we is.
Oh, yeah.
He is. By the count of you.
Yeah, it was a surprise to me, too.
We about to
I'm
get
surprised
you
to the
out
host.
of Exactly. Get you out of here. Yeah, sometimes on Mondays, business overtakes Mondays, so we have to do, not want to say delay, but wait.
Just a little postponement sometimes.
Yeah,
That's
sometimes. But we here. How do you? We got the opportunity today. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We are live on ZMR Radio, posted simultaneously or streaming rather simultaneously, YouTube, Facebook, and we might actually be on Instagram today, depending on how it works. Sometimes we actually do stream on Instagram. Hint, hint. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Mm-hmm. We're getting around here.
Yeah, yes. Yes, you will permit, we will have a transition soon, so keep it locked. You do not want to get left behind, but I am very sure we're going to get a whole bunch of messages that's going to be like, hey, where y'all at? What y'all doing?
Oh, yeah. They're gonna think we left.
Not really. I have a feeling nobody's even going to notice. They just going to be like,
Nah, they going to notice. Yeah, I had somebody talk to me this weekend. They used to reach out on social media trying to request songs.
It's just gonna be Chelsea and Sarah. Like, hey, what happened? Everybody else.
No, Sarah was asking about us. Hated.
Exactly. They don't matter. We got other people that ask too. They ask behind the scenes and directly to people. Like for instance, one thing you will permit we won't have to deal with anymore is YouTube is hatercentral.com. Please don't take our stream down though, because we need you right now. But with certain songs, they flag copyright. And if that happens, they will cut the stream. So it'll seem like we having technical difficulties, but we really not having technical difficulties. It's just that YouTube is a hater. So
that's all.
Yeah.
You know, we done leased our beats and all too. They don't care.
No, they don't. They don't care.
They don't really care about it.
They don't care at all, son. But we keeps it gully over here.
Keeps it gully, son. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I have been kind of in rare form.
You took a gummy?
No, actually, I hadn't taken a gummy. I decided, you know what? We ain't got much time. Enjoy my life.
That's the spirit.
I'm telling you. I mean, of course, within regulation, but
Nah.
Yeah,
we know what you mean.
The world.
Who knows?
Enjoy.
Who knows how much longer we got? I gonna enjoy the little bit you got.
I've set people appointments for next year. All day today, I've been like, I hadn't said it to anybody, but our appointments are booking within 2026, like the middle to the end of the year. Well, middle of the year. And a lot of people will be like, yeah, I'll take that appointment. I don't even know if I'll still be living. And I'm thinking all day, like, yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I'm surprised people say that. I thought normal people just go along with it. Be like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll be around.
Nah, a year is a very long time to be scheduling an appointment. Even like if you're a lady, and even with guys, we all have our physicals, our annual physical situation. And
Mm-hmm.
they'll be like, yeah, we'll see you next year this time. And you like, I got no idea. Or is this like me? I'll ask people, does that fit your schedule? And in my mind, I'm thinking, they don't even know what their schedule is now.
Exactly. Right. Right. I'm like, why would you ask a question? Like, who knows what happens in the year time frame? I get a different job. I don't know what my schedule gonna look like.
That part. But I think
Yeah.
kind of habit of customer service and yeah.
Oh,
So
so it's something you gotta ask.
well not no, I don't have to ask. And not to toot my own horn, but well, I didn't even toot my own horn. I am very, very particular about customer service. If there is one thing that I am like no wavering about, that's customer service. I
Mm-hmm.
believe that people deserve good customer service, and especially in the position that I'm in with the people that I'm dealing with, I definitely believe they should have great customer service, even though they're kind of out the way sometimes. I had a guy. It was funny. My coworker was sitting next to me. Sometimes she'll kind of do stuff if we dealing with different individuals, and the person in my window can't see her, and vice versa. So she'll still hear them. And this guy, he came and he's like, "I want an appointment. I need an appointment." So we always preface before we start looking at appointments, or before we even look at their chart, we'll be like, "Hey, just want to kind of give you a heads up. The nearest appointment's kind of a ways off," but then we give them caveats of how they can work their way around that, right? So it
Mm-hmm.
kind of to like ease the brunt of me just outright telling you it's like a really long way off. So this guy, I tell him, he started going off. "I can't wait until that time. I need an appointment now." I pull up this guy's chart. He literally has an appointment like a week from now. So the earliest available, I think it was like June something before I even
Mm-hmm.
looked at his appointment. So I'm like, "Yes, sir, your earliest available is June, whatever it is. I can't wait to June." I'm like, "Sir, it's already June.
Right.
And
Right.
we already have an appointment. It's on, I think it was like the middle of next week or something like that. When is that?" And so I'm like, that's literally like a week from now or something to that effect. He's still going off until I point to it on the calendar and show it to him. And I guess he realizes how silly he looks at that point. He's like, "Okay, have a good day."
Wait a
Like,
minute.
what?
So you had a point on the calendar. You telling them wasn't
Correct,
enough, saying it's next week.
correct, correct, correct.
Man,
There are some things
that's
that I can say to you, and I would say it offline. I don't want to say it on a national possible stream because of what
yeah,
I,
yeah.
but I will say that they are very much so a colorful and interesting group of people. And I really, some of them, I really, yeah, I'm like, how did you get that job? But
That
yeah,
is
but
wild.
I still think that all of them deserve great service. If I'm able to fit them in, even if the doctors be mad at me, I will fit them in certain situations, depending on what's going on with them. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm a stickler for that. So I have a habit of saying certain things, and I can sense that some of my coworkers have kind of picked up on some of my habits. And there's some things that I've done that I didn't even realize I was supposed to be doing, and it gets to the higher ups, and they were like, "That's exactly what you're supposed to do," and I had no idea. But I'm just a stickler for customer service, so I like things to be done a certain way, and I'm gonna follow up. I'm gonna do what I need to do as much as I'm able because, like I said, I think people deserve great customer service, and I would want somebody to do that for me. So yeah.
Right, right. Go ahead, let that orange shine, Wiz.
Yeah, that's what I said. Not to toot my own horn. I think that everybody should do that, and I'm definitely not the only one that does it. But I enjoy it. I do. I do. I do.
Yeah,
Well, how was your day? What you do?
you know I do the same thing every day. You be driving around,
The world.
trying to say the word. We used to always say that at the end of the show.
Pinky
Trying
and
to
the
say the
brain.
word. Yeah, that's what
It
it
was
was.
actually the word.
Pinky
Pinky
in
and
the
the
brain.
yeah. Pinky and the brain. What are we doing today, Pinky? Well, no. What are we doing today, Brain? Trying to take over the world. Yeah.
Yep.
What's interesting
Same
about
thing.
that show is as much as Brain was supposed to have been the brains of the operation, Pinky will always prove to be smarter than Brain.
I'm trying to remember the episodes like that. Well, would Pinky always be coming up with the smooth plans?
I don't know, I can't remember if he will always come up with smooth plan, but what I do remember is he will always kind of in the situation come out to be smarter than Brain, even though he was like he presented himself as an idiot.
Right,
He
right.
always came out to be smarter than Brain in a situation. Like Brain would come up with something, it wouldn't work, but Pinky would say something and it would kind of bring everything together and make sense. They never escaped. They never took over the world as far as I remember, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, no, they never did. If that was in the show would have ended after that, so they had to keep failing. Bring back another episode.
That show was very interesting. There were things going on in that show that we didn't necessarily understand as children. But
Hold
like
up, that
they
was an
have
episode that had adult concepts?
correct. There were a lot of
Man, that was
adult concepts,
crazy.
especially with that nurse. It was all kinds of adult concepts going on with the nurse. If anybody remembers Animaniacs, please, please, please put your
That
take
was
on
just
it.
my show.
Yes. And we're zany to the max. But there was going on in that show that our little kid minds was not processing. And even as an adult, somebody put a clip out. And that clip was the Animaniacs. They were talking about like basically all the poisons in the food. But as kids, we
Yeah,
weren't
I
paying that
remember
no
that, yeah.
attention. Yeah, we ain't pay that no attention at all. We just singing. We got no idea what that's about.
Man, they're
So
talking way over our head over that. Now, it makes sense now because of what we know. But back then, I'm just like, man, give me some more of that sugary food with that high
right.
fructose. I ain't paying attention to what they talking about. But yeah,
Not
that's
at all.
crazy. They just threw that up in there, like threw a truth in there. Like, yep, they still gonna eat it anyway.
Yeah, they sure
Don't
did.
matter.
Yeah, it wasn't that. I don't think it was so much that it didn't matter. It might have been an attempt to enlighten us as children, but it's just with what we had available to us. That's just, I mean, what you gonna turn around and tell your parents? Hey, Animaniacs told me that this was poison.
Get smacked right in your mouth, like, hey man, buying your food. Pop. Go eat
You
this
get
Pop
stripped
Tart and get out
naked.
my face.
You get stripped naked.
Oh, why y'all bring up my stuff? We gonna find out some of your old childhood trauma and bring your stuff
Hey,
up.
I'll tell you the worst thing that happened to me that I can remember. I just go ahead and be transparent, world and whatnot. So
Oh,
the worst thing that I can remember happened to me was two things, maybe. One, I can't remember what I did, but my mom made me sleep outside on the porch. And I remember it sucked because it was mosquitoes outside. I honestly cannot remember what I did. So whether it was justified, quote unquote, or not, I cannot remember. I just remember she was on the street where she would send our brothers outside and make us sleep on the porch. So what would happen is the neighbor two doors down, if she saw us outside, she would call us in and we would go to her house. And my mama wouldn't know none the wiser. She wouldn't, it wasn't no big deal. We'll be over there maybe for like a day or two. And my mama
a
wouldn't be mad
day.
about it. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
just
did y'all go for that long?
a whole nother situation. But I think it might have actually been the summer. But another
Good.
thing was there was something wrong with the pipes under our house. And this was during the winter. I remember this. And something happened where the pipe underneath the house busted. And my mom blamed it on me for whatever reason. I had to get under the house. I think we talked about this when mom came on the show. I had to get under the house and put the pipes back together. And if they busted, I had to hold them if she took a shower. So I had,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
there are a lot of things that I know how to do, but it's kind of because of different things that happen in my life. So if I,
Right.
as far as like putting PVC pipes together and gluing them and all that other stuff, like I know how to do that because of that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, your mama wasn't the only cutthroat person. My mom was cutthroat.
Well, let
She
me
was
ask you
building
a
it. She was
question. Huh?
building it.
What'd you say, Book?
Can't hear you, boo.
I said she was building it.
She really was. Like things that we look at as children. I remember Bridget saying that about some things that we went through, like just overall as children, things that we regretted. We don't hadn't at that time anyway necessarily looked at them as like, okay, it might have sucked when I was a kid, but as an adult, it actually made me pretty resilient. Like our kids, they wouldn't be able to go through some of the stuff that we went through and not necessarily
Mm-hmm.
that we would even want them to, but those things that we look back at and we like, oh man, like that was horrible, that sucks. I shouldn't have never went through that as a kid. It actually made us stronger adults and made us more resilient adults and gave us a sense of survival. Whereas our kids, some of our kids will be out within the first 5 minutes of a situation. That's just not gonna work for them because since we went through so much, it's kind of like the whole gentle parenting movement. People have that movement because when they was kids, they got their behinds whooped and they didn't like it. So it's like, okay, when I'm a
Mm-hmm.
kid, when I have my children, I'm not gonna beat my kids because I don't think that that's right, and I think it's a better way to do stuff. And you see where our children
Shoot,
are. So,
Oh, yeah.
I
Way
beat my
worse.
kid. Listen, I'm passing it down to the next cooler down. That's what I'm doing.
I am too. It's too late to have some now, but if anything happens, I'm gonna
Oh
be.
no, you still you still have some.
That'd be like 3 or 4, but I
As long as
really
you're giving suck to them in those days.
that.
Listen.
Mm-mm.
It ain't too late.
Yeah, it is. It's too late. It's too late.
Is
I'm
it
gonna
too
enjoy.
late for
I'm
you?
gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy it while I can. But if anything happens, just know they're gonna get me.
Man, ain't seen you in a while, man. I mean, who knows? It
I'm
might,
done
it
with
might
you.
be, it
It's called a
might be
sinus
there.
infection. It's called a sinus infection, sir.
A sinus infection.
Yes, sir. That's what it's called.
You
That is
said a
what it's called.
positive. You said a positive what test?
It's called a sinus
You seen that
infection
plus sign on there.
and 2 negative
Yeah,
COVID
yes,
tests.
sir. Yes, sir.
I'm bringing them to your house. I'm bringing them
No.
to your house.
But
That
keep them far away.
that is
I got enough.
your house. That is. That is. But while we got the opportunity, let's go ahead and pay some bills. Yes, this is the Request Live show. The reason you have Mondays while everybody else hates them. This is your show until 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have a total of 3 requests. Uno, dos, tres. 1,
Please.
2, 3. A card, shiny, shale, she. Yes, your girl is trilingual when it comes to the
Mm.
berries. Put those requests in the chat. But until then, we got good conversation for you. Check us out on multiple social media platforms, streaming platforms. You can see those handles on the screen if you care to take a peek. But most of all, check out that green square because we are making big moves and Yahuwah permit. We will be making them soon, but we cannot do it without listeners like you. So hit us up on Cash App, simple as ZMR Radio. Give the gift that keeps on giving. We take it, we give it back to the people, and we grow with the rest. And you will permit, we got a growth start currently. Yep,
There it is.
yep, and it is there. But I'm gonna give y'all quick news while
Oh,
we
what we got
rolling.
for today?
So, news for today, okay? So, I guess this is kind of an example where when you think you in the clear and you are like, ha ha ha, monkey wrench. So you all heard about the Indian flight that crashed recently.
Mm-hmm.
I saw an article. I'm gonna try to find it again for you all. Um, so there was a doctor that was working to get his family. He was working in the UK, if I remember the story correctly, and he was working to have a better life for his family. Forgive me, because I might not tell this story as great as it should be because I'm
Take your
trying to find
time.
it. However, here it is. I found it. So it is this guy was a radiologist and he had been working, him and his wife, I believe, had actually retired, but him and his wife had been working for a better life. They had been working out of the UK and they had been working for a great period of time. You know how you family, you get your strategy together, you're like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a better life for our family. Well, they were able to achieve that goal. And in their pursuit for a better life, they boarded this plane with their 3 children. There
Mm-hmm.
goes the entire family. The entire family died. There was only one person that survived that flight, and the only reason he survived is because some kind of way he jumped out of the plane.
I seen that like where he was sitting at. He just happened to be sitting at the right spot, quote unquote. He's the
Yep,
only one who made it out.
and he
You know
jumped
that
out.
survivor group gonna be crazy. You the
It
only one that make it
is.
out.
It definitely is. I've heard that there are quite a few people that are kind of, for lack of a better term, embracing him. Because
Mm-hmm.
they say survivor's guilt is like really, really bad in those situations when you're a sole survivor. So
Mm-hmm.
people are trying to basically be comfort to him because I don't know how that's gonna turn out or how he gonna deal with that
Right.
if he even
Then you
cares.
I wonder if he gonna receive hate from like other families of the people who died. But like, man, he the only one there. Like they gonna be like, why my family ain't survive? Why are you? People
That's
probably just
true,
take stuff in a weird way.
but that's true. But how can you honestly be I know people do weird stuff. People do unreasonable stuff all the time, but I don't see how you could be upset with someone because they survived.
No,
Like
I'm
that
with
has
you. Yeah.
nothing to do with that situation or with that person passing. So how you gonna be mad at him because you will allow him an opportunity to jump out the window and save his life? And he looked like he was fine. Like I don't know how far he jumped from, but when I saw him, he was walking with a phone in his hand. Like he didn't look injured at all.
Okay, so only when I seen he was sit like on the stretcher and they was questioning him about it. He had like a couple cuts on his face. But like you said, when he looked, the way he looked, I'm like, them little bit of cut. You sure you done came out of plane? It was like
Yeah,
somebody like he fell on the ground and hit himself or something. Like I
I
said, that
agree.
is crazy.
Because if it wasn't for the caption, I wouldn't have knew that he jumped out that plane at all.
Right, yo.
Now it could have been adrenaline. You know,
Look,
adrenaline kind of what you got.
it's gonna come out that he wasn't even on that plane. He's just trying to get famous.
I wouldn't be surprised. I really would not be surprised because the way he looked, he literally was just walking like, and people was all surrounding him and talking to him or whatever. He wasn't really saying nothing to him that I saw, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe like you say, adrenaline is something serious.
Yeah. I don't know. When you say that though with media nowadays, you really never know. Because it's who said that AI thing when they had like a weather reporter out there? He's like, nah, I'm just playing. I'm not really here.
But
That thing
that's
look.
really scary.
Yeah, I said that's crazy. You know how many people we can just plant in other places and be like, oh yeah, we seen you at this bank, you robbed it, put you right there. It ain't gonna look like how how we do them little pictures. That
Oh,
stuff
not
look
at
like
all.
real life.
Not at all. I seen another one that's floating around. My brother actually posted it. That's the first time I saw it, and then I saw somebody else post it. But there's a lady reporting a flood or something, and then in the background there's a guy on a motorcycle, and he falls in like this. It looks like a regular flood, but then he falls in like a hole. And when he does, she goes, "There's another one," and everybody that's passing it around, I'm thinking they don't realize that it's AI, and they're like,
Mm,
"How would she do that? Like, why would she just be like, oh, that's another one?" And I'm like. Because it's AI. It's not
right,
really.
exactly.
Yeah, it's not really.
There's another one.
Yeah, like no one would do that. But I guess I don't know. It's really scary though. And me being a person that's a stickler for like source your stuff. Not so much as some people. Shout out to Kadasha Dex. But
That man be on it. You said some stuff like, where you
That
source
man,
that?
yeah, that
That
man
man
be
like a Harvard
he's
University.
green. He's like,
that man be
get your sources.
Oh, give me this jump. Like, yes,
severe
sir. Talk
grade.
to him, Dad.
Very much grave, but it's not to that extent. I just don't like when misinformation gets passed around. But I understand that we're in a time where news does not necessarily gear toward truth as much as it gears toward emotion. Because on
Oh,
the
yeah.
internet, the more clicks you get, the more money you make. So
Yep.
yeah,
So you got to make it like outlandish. You got to get people talking about it. It don't even matter if it's true or not. Like then by the time you find it's not true, it spreads to like 100 people. Like man, spreading all these lies around now.
but the saddest part of the whole thing is that there are people that will argue and fight about it. Sometimes even to the death. Like people will get like into mortal fights about certain situations. And it's like this ain't even that serious. Like with celebrities, especially, people will fight tooth and nail about their favorite celebrity. Oh, this such and such. Oh, they like whatever. These people don't care about you.
Exactly.
Like I think Beyonce's twins, their birthday was recently. And I kept
Mm.
seeing a bunch of happy birthday to Rumi and whatever the other one name is. And I'm like, this lady could give two clicks about you. She doesn't care about you. Why are you so excited and happy about her kid's birthday? This lady don't know you.
Oh, they leaving it. They leaving it on her comment pic, like on the Instagram.
Some
Putting on
people
kind of
tagged her.
like you like she reading your stuff, like man.
What?
She
She
got
might,
way too much going on.
she might, but she's not gonna come look at your page and be like, oh yeah, okay, your birthday and your anniversary. I'm gonna come. That lady don't care.
Nah,
Not at all. If you don't pay a
that's
couple thousand
crazy.
third seats and get out her face, she does not care. Mm-mm.
I'm really
But
thinking this stuff be like social experiments though. Like they'll throw that stuff out there to see like how do people react to stuff. Like man, we could sway you with this. Like when we put the real deal on you, like we already know how you think, how easy it is to sway you with a celebrity or just whatever. I'm just
you know,
like, how?
You know what I really think was a social experiment?
What's that?
The whole Trump Musk thing. I really
The
think that was
Trump and who?
the Trump and Elon Musk fell out.
That could be also. It could. It's hard to tell with them people now. I don't know if it's real or that's just him or they trying to throw us for a loop.
I mean,
Cause
I
Trump
think
will do some wild stuff just for no reason now.
mm,
This
I'm
is
not
hard to tell.
100% true. I'm not 100% sure if Trump actually knew what was going on in that experiment, if that makes sense.
No. I'm with you, son. Because sometimes you could be a pawn in the game. Like you might not even know.
Exactly. Like I'm not sure, but I think Musk was privy to it. He just seems like that kind of softly say. He just seems like that kind of weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but at the same token, he also invested a lot in X. And I remember, I might have even mentioned it here. I remember when he was purchasing it, there were a lot of people that were like, why would you spend all of that money on social
Yeah.
media? Because you literally purchased everyone's brain that's on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so fast forward, come to find out he has the whole AI business, and that's what he's using to feed his AI is social media posts. So I could see him doing that just to see, like, hey, how people gonna react to this? Are people gonna be down with it? Are people gonna side with me? Because it was just very interesting to me how, like, within a day or so, he came back and he was like, you know what? I'm sorry, I went too far. You literally said this man was involved in Jeffrey Epstein stuff. Like, that's kind of,
Right. That's a huge accusation. Now you come like, I went too far.
I'm sorry.
You can't apologize and be like, oh, that's yeah.
That was house
I take
ketamine.
that
Apologies. Had a little too much ketamine last night. Like,
back.
what? You can't do that. You can't do that and just back out of it. Like, I don't know. These people are weird.
No, he could be a player in the game.
He could be. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be
Matt,
surprised.
you mentioning that, it's a sequel to that documentary. What's that? The CIA use the drugs used as a weapon against us. It's a
Mhm.
sequel to that about the MK Ultra program, and they talk about that, like how they pick players. Like you don't even know that you're part of the experiment. They be like, hey, we want to invite you over here, and you work for the CIA, but they'll lace you with drugs and like they'll make you part of the experiment now. So just be like, I don't know. You never
I,
know. This whole world is a whole playing field.
I think the guy who just shot the people in Minnesota, I think that was like a MK Ultra situation as well, because it's very funny to me how these people go shoot up whoever or wherever, and then you go to their car and it's like, yeah, they had a whole bunch of these flyers in their car. Write
Exactly.
this
Listen, I'm
up.
starting to hate them back. So I'm like, why everybody write them? If I want to kill somebody, I'm not writing no manifesto. I'm just gonna come do it. I'm gonna
Well,
write a story about it.
this guy didn't write a manifesto. This guy
What is
just
it wrote?
he just went and shot the people. But what they're saying is when they found his car, he had a bunch of No King flyers in his car. So that's like the whole protest thing they were having this weekend.
Oh,
As far as No Kings or whatever, and they were protesting Trump. But they were saying
right.
they went and they found his car, which if I'm not mistaken, they found him too. They didn't kill him, from what I know so far. But they're
As
saying,
always.
um, shout out to Faith P. She says Jay Rich is the type of person to write 100-page manifesto and the lines will rhyme.
I'll never write a manifesto. I'm gonna come shoot you. It'll just be done.
Yeah, I don't get that either. To a degree, I don't get it. Because a lot of those killers they end up basically making famous. Um, no ill intent by what I'm about to say, but Caucasians will usually do that. I don't really see a lot of quote unquote black people do that. Usually, if a black person killing somebody, you done did something to them. You don't
Yeah,
earn
yeah,
them. They done
retaliation
met
on me.
the limit, and that's just that. But I can't say that I've seen any of them that have like a manifesto or anything like that. But I think some of them do it because they know that there is like a notoriety in it, and they don't care if they die. They just want to die with the idea of, oh, like I'm gonna be remembered. People
Mm-hmm.
don't remember me. What you got for the
Yeah.
people, book? Where you at? What you got for the people?
But boy, he working out, y'all. He care about his
Yeah.
body.
Oh yeah, it's minuscule Monday. Yep, yep.
That's it.
It is
They
minuscule
he
Monday.
trying to be skinny.
No, I'm
That's
at
it.
I'm at the house. I'm at the house right now. I'm cutting grass and stuff. So I ain't got
Oh,
nothing.
cutting grass and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope you ain't cooking on that grill still. You done forsook it
Nah,
for
nah, nah,
yesterday.
nah, nah, nah. I ain't forsake
Yes,
nothing. I was stuck. I was stuck
you
at the
did.
house. I was stuck at
Boy
the
want to
house. So
be
I
like,
figured
he want to be like Les so bad, y'all.
I
Y'all
do.
know
I
Les,
do.
the grill master. That
I
man
don't know
want to be
anything.
Les. He want to be the Les of Georgia so bad. Listen, we
Hold
not
Nah, I
on a
buying the
do.
second.
oxtail,
Hold
bro. Give it
on.
up.
Hold on. Hold on. You
Oh, I'm
didn't say
sorry.
none of
Oh,
that when you was eating on the good eats.
You
you
know
know
what I'm
what? I
saying?
take that back. Save me some oxtail, bud. You better than Les.
Nah,
The
nah,
oxtail,
nah, nah.
and you cook clean.
That
Come on
same
It's
now.
too late.
energy. Same
It's too late.
energy.
No,
No,
no. Let me
I
take
was
my.
at the crib. I was stuck at the crib, so I figured, might as well, smoke some savory meats.
That,
Smoke
hey,
some
he
shit.
threw it in our face. We eating chicken strips with the Sprite, Coca
With
Cola.
the
I'm
whip
like, oh yeah.
poison,
Yeah, take a poison. It ain't clean over here.
Tell us about these
you
oxtails
know.
you whisked up yesterday. I saw the chef kiss quality picture you put in your
Oh
story.
yeah,
How did they
them
taste?
things look nice.
No,
Yeah, they did.
it tasted better the next day. It was put it like this, y'all. When I made it the first time, it was slamming, right? Made it
Mm.
again, did a couple things different. It wasn't as good. And so I was like, so I made it again this time. It was better than the second time, but not as good as the first time. But it still was good. So I'm still chasing that first high. So I can't say, man, it was good, but it wasn't like the first one. So I'm still chasing that. So I'm not sure how other people would say it would taste, but it wasn't nasty at all. It was really good.
Did your wife have some?
Yeah, she did.
So Faith P, can you testify? Let me testify. How was it? Okay, I guess that says it all. Oh wow, I'm looking at the chat.
I went
He
down it.
trying to figure out which time was two to him.
Oh, he said the
Let me
second
tell
time,
you.
first time, second time. I'm like, okay,
No,
they were
listen. The
good.
first time, no, listen. The first time I made them, it was excellent. Cause I was like, what's the big deal with oxtail? And when I made it, I was like, oh, okay, this is it. This is why. So this is why people be wilding out for oxtail.
Why they
But
wild now?
for real. But then I made it again. No, I'm saying, how people be like, man, I'll spend like $100.
Oh yeah.
No, not at all. But so when I made it, I was like, okay, all right, I see that. And then I made it again, and I changed a few things, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I was trying to get discouraged, and I'll stop doing something. But then I made it again, and I figured, okay, I ain't do what I did the second time, so it should be better. It should be like the first time. But like I said, it wasn't. I don't remember it being as good as the first time, right? But it definitely was better than the second batch I made. But it was actually better the next day. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
it was better after a few hours after let it sit. But it was
yeah,
good. Like he's the type of person you take a bite. Well, me, I don't know if he do. I don't think he do everybody else. I take a bite. Is it good? I'm like, yeah, this real good. And then you take another bite. Is it good? I'm like, yeah, it's good now. And then you take another bite. How it tastes? I'm like, yo,
listen,
Oh, oh,
I
bro, you be like
care.
that too. You question you the whole time. They want to
It's
see
because
good.
I care about what I do. Okay, so hardly,
Yeah, but
care.
we say like the first time. How can this don't validate the whole thing? Why you gotta do it for like every bite though?
I'm pretty sure she's exaggerating. I don't know if I do it
No,
like
no,
that, but
you did that to me too.
I'm
He
not
put the camera in my
exaggerating.
Second
face
witness.
and kept making me talk. I'm like, man, get that camera
listen,
out of my
listen, listen,
face.
listen. I don't have to take this. I don't have to take this.
What's
Are you
All
back
right.
on a buzzer out there?
No
exactly?
shoot,
What you got
no
going?
shoot to none of y'all.
What do you got going on? Could you do? You sound like you fighting the rock of Mr. Feathers.
On the buzzer out there attacking him.
Him and
Exactly.
Mr. Mittens going at it, y'all.
That part. That part. That
Let's tell y'all a
shout out
story
to
real quick.
Eddie. Go ahead.
Let me tell you real quick. I probably told it before, but long time ago, long time ago, right? It was a frog in the bathroom, not here, a whole nother house. It was a little frog in the bathroom. Like, baby, go get the frog, get the frog. He like, I got it. He go in there, close the door. It sounded like two grown men was in there fighting, and the sound like the frog was winning.
They sound like
Wait,
frog.
when you open the door, who came out? Victor. With the frog sitting there with the belt.
No, he got it, but it was like, dang, why it was so loud? It was a little teeny frog.
Tell that frog going at it, man.
That's
Why you
crazy.
ain't come help him? You just
I
let
know,
him
right?
go.
She don't care about my safety.
Because I'm a lady.
That is, y'all
Oh
supposed to
yeah,
protect
a
me.
lady never helps this man
Protect.
fight the wildebeest. That's what it is. So if the
Exactly.
bear come, Kev, is you or the bear? It's going you out of there. The bear about
I'm
to get
helping
you.
the bear because I know my
Exactly
man got it.
right. You Faith in the bear mauling you. You about to be
Shout out
done.
to Chill. She said, y'all, I was laying on the floor pretending to be asleep, and my kids pulled my eyelids back and touched my eyeball. Please stay woke. I can't even retaliate because it's the consequence of my own action.
I can see over
Joy
there
does
doing that
that
though. That's the
too.
crazy part.
Listen, Joy does that too. She say white eyes, and she'll just open your eyes
Oh,
up.
what?
White
Poke your
eyes,
eye.
yes, white
Yo,
eyes.
that had to hurt, man.
I'm done. Y'all trying to
And
get me the
sometimes
fuck up.
I'll lay there with her, try to get her to go to sleep, and she'll just be up talking, like yes, Joy, and I'll fall asleep. White eyes, and then she's pulling your eyes open. Yeah.
Oh, those beautiful
That is
moments.
crazy.
Those beautiful moments. There it is. The
Yeah, until you get
consequences.
poked in the eye, I thought it was a beautiful moment. Till that eye
I
get
don't
poked,
know.
you
That may have happened to me before. I just can't remember it. Even though I don't have any children of my own, I have
Yeah.
even
oh
though
yeah.
I don't have any children of my own, I have always been a person to seemingly always have friends that had children. It's not
Mhm.
something that I did on purpose, but I've always had friends that had children, and they always, I mean, we always had fun together. So I'm sure one of them that did something crazy to me. It's just I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
can't
trying
remember.
to get you now. You said you in the same situation, friends with children.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, now that I'm married, I don't get to partake so much anymore. So
Oh, well,
yeah,
there it is. Well,
yeah.
until you get your own, then you get to partake a little more.
Y'all gonna stop cause the world ending. I ain't
You gonna
got
stop
the,
rejecting on the board. Well,
I
they got
ain't got the time. Every night, boy, ain't the right one.
it.
Hey,
Amen.
baby.
In the words of Chelsea, stay woke.
Yes, I am wide awake. Amen. Drinking an energy drink and coffee if I need to. There it is.
Oh, shit.
Yes, Chosen is pretty solid. Some of our babies were solid. Like I don't know if I want to say their name. I just say Puffy. If you know who Puffy is, then there it is.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
He
we
was
know
like that.
Puffy.
He was a baby. He was shaped like a little boxer. And when I say boxer, like the
Not
dudes
the
that
dog.
fight. No, I'm not. That's why I said
Oh, I
I'm
think
talking
about the
about the dudes that
dog.
fight. No, you know how boxers have a specific build, like they're really muscular. They might look fat, and even if they do kind of fat out, they still be like Mississippi cornbread big, like them dudes that you look at and they gonna grab you and that's gonna be it
Right.
for you
Yeah,
type
that's
shit.
right. Yeah.
Correct. So he's getting older and he still kind of has that build. So some of our babies just have that build. And shout out again to Chels. Your husband is kind of built like that too. So your baby get it honest.
You said he
Your
gets
baby
a who?
he gets it honest. He
Oh, he gets
inherited.
an honor. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. He definitely inherited that. There's that. There is that. But yes, it is 8:38. Do I want to
Oh.
pay bills again? Maybe. I do want to, though, since we do have more of a listening audience, I do want to say again, Yahuwah permit, we should be transitioning soon. So please keep an eye out. If you think we are gone, we will not be gone. We will be transitioning, if Yahuwah permit, everything runs smoothly. We'll be transitioning to true internet radio. So
Yeah. We're
we
gonna be
will keep
legit then.
posted.
Right.
Yes.
Donate.
Yes, that's why I said I want to pay bills again because that transition, we are definitely doing it for y'all, but we cannot continue it without y'all. So, as simple as ZMR Radio on Cash App, that is the gift that keeps on giving. We take it, we give it back to the people, and Hadu Yahuwah, we are definitely growing with the rest. So, if you open up Telegram and you don't see us, we still there. We have just transitioned to true internet radio, and we will be giving you more details once that transition is complete. Yahuwah permit.
Yeah. Don't fret, little lambs. We still here.
We are still here, but we definitely cannot do it without you. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Any of y'all got requests?
You know what?
We making
That's
balls.
You.
what?
Let me tell you
But
how
no,
I
we definitely
said
not
this
listening
because
to that.
be wanting to listen
Let
to it. Man,
that
that song
thing
hype.
fly.
Let me tell
No,
you a story.
I was saying because of the internet radio.
Oh yeah, we
Uh,
definitely making boss moves for that.
let
I
me
thought
tell
that
you
was your
something.
request.
It's two songs in Zamar history that made me want to quit my job the moment that I heard them. That
Boss
was
move?
one. That was one of them. I was working for a laundry delivery company, and I remember riding in that little van. I was crunking that little van. Man, I had to ground myself. I was like, "Yeah, that working stuff ain't for me. This what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop this laundry off, and I'm gonna quit." And that didn't happen. That didn't happen. The second one was, if not the first one, because I think this definitely came out. Matter of fact, it did come out before. The first one was The Mission. I remember I worked at State Farm, and I did their bills go through this machine, and it goes through that machine like really really fast, and it goes through so fast that some of the bills actually kind of get torn. So my job was to get those and basically put in the system that they needed to be reprinted because they got destroyed in their original print. And I remember just thinking to myself, like, I want to quit. Like, I don't want to be here. Like, I want to be a part of the mission. Like, that's something that had my head
But
so.
what was being said on the mission though? That was kind of like, hey,
I
you need to get off the job.
It was just the energy of it. It was like, man, bump this place. I don't want to be here. Like, it was just that
I think
y'all
it
did a
was like
great
a
job
movie
with
though.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
man.
did a
I
great
did
job
like
with that
that.
song.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
You
It's
know
gonna be
what
two
we
parts. The first part is gonna be that persecution, right? We're gonna cut it at the first. We're gonna cut it after the first verse, and then boom, we're gonna go into the mission. Let's
you
get
gonna
started
have
with
Oh
that perk.
man,
that
it's
They
boy.
still need a
coming.
video for that too, man. We gonna have a video for it and everything. Then
They come.
we'll
Now it can be
chop
better
off.
now. It can be better now because I didn't know what I was
Oh
doing
yeah,
back then. I
yeah,
kind of,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
We had a good quality. Yeah, it
Oh
actually
yeah,
good. We made it. Yeah,
oh
the
yeah,
quality gonna be straight.
it's coming. It's coming.
I'm
It's
going
It's
to
coming.
be
coming, coming.
transparent and say that y'all are really going to have to vet whoever does the spoken word part, because although it's a great song, that song really is not as great without the spoken word part and the passion that that person had. Like, that person, you could tell they were
Yeah.
really invested in that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't find that, I think we should let that one rest like blessing. Just let it.
Nah. Nah.
Just
Come
let it.
on, why you trying to shoot our
Nah.
dreams there?
I'm just saying, it's
Nah.
some songs like even with Boss Move. The person that was on that song, the reason that song was so hype was because of that person. I have a song with that person on it. That song is not hype without that person. Matter of fact, that song took probably about 4 years to make because I was waiting on that person. That song would
Goodness.
have
He be
been
in
nothing without that person.
he be in
Yeah,
public. You can go see him. Just talk to him.
I'm done.
I be seeing him in public.
I'm
You
done.
too. I saw.
I haven't seen them, but we can't,
No, I want to
Lamar,
apologize.
what you got?
I want to apologize to Jay Rich.
Take your time.
Laughing at Rick.
He been talking about persecution. He been
Oh
talking
yeah,
about persecution and tribulation. He wake up,
for
he eat
five,
both
7
cereal
years
called
now.
persecution. So I want to apologize.
It's all right. You forgive him, beloved.
Uh,
It just took some time, but now, see, now
I,
you here now.
I like that one
Ah.
better. Shout out to Sarah. I like that one better than the one I put.
I wish he didn't put. Why she
She
got
put
this
the
happy face?
that,
No,
that's
I
just
see.
off
I see it.
from Zootopia. It's
That
freaking
man the
hilarious.
slow mo.
He was. That was funny. Yeah, I can't remember what the joke was, but it took him so long to laugh. It was freaking hilarious. It was freaking hilarious. They have a sequel coming out to that. Y'all know? Did y'all hear about it?
I don't even know what the name of this movie is. I seen it
It's
before.
Zootopia. How do you not know Zootopia?
Who am I watch it with? I'm about to sit down and watch it by myself. Like,
You
yeah, let
watch
me
it
go.
with yourself. Don't you
I
want to
can't
watch
watch
it?
it.
It's really good. It's
Don't
really
get your
good.
picture. It really is.
If I had some kids with me, I'll watch it. But I ain't. I don't want
Listen,
to sit down
listen,
and watch
listen.
it.
He rather watch crack hoes, uh, stuck
I
in
rather watch
gutters,
South Park Underground and learn some
Nasty
stuff.
giving up the box at 2 years old. He rather watch all that stuff. That's
He
what he
want to
rather
watch the
watch.
Nasty Work podcast.
For
Nasty
real, a
Work.
whole bunch of nasty work. That's what he want to watch.
That is
Nasty
hilarious.
Word Podcast.
Kensington Fiends. He want to watch all that. That's what he want to.
That's messed up.
Oh, y'all sick,
Oh,
man.
Man, Zootopia was
Skid
so
Row and
bomb. We used to
Cali.
watch it about 3, 4 times a week. That movie was really, really good.
You watch it 3, 4 times a week?
Yes, because I live with children, so we really like that movie. And even if I wasn't with them, I would still watch Zootopia by myself. And the reason why I think that's a good movie, there are some movies like Inside Out or Inside. What is it? Inside Out, the one with the
It's that out,
emotions.
boy.
No, it's good. Like some of those movies, if you watch them, they have a message in them that's kind of like, for instance, Over the Hedge. We mentioned Over the Hedge. I want to say it was last week. And with Over the Hedge, the message in Over the Hedge is basically like it's better to work like basically the same thing that we're drilled about. Work as a body. Individually, you're not going to get anywhere. It's better to work as a body, and that's kind of like the overall message of Over the Hedge. If
Not
you
so.
watch that, um, no, it really is. And then with Zootopia is more so like what I got out of it anyway is basically like don't judge a book by its cover. Like the main characters are a rabbit and a fox, which are supposed to be against each other, like they're opposite positions, but they
Mm.
learn to work together and they end up being really good friends. But yeah,
So
so
you need a
overall,
movie to tell you to do what we've always
no,
been
I
told to
don't
be
need a
doing.
movie to
It's
tell me
it's all
that.
right. It's okay.
I
You
don't
know.
need a movie to tell me that, but I enjoy kids' movies that do have some type of
A good
message
message
to
to him.
go. Yes, I enjoy those movies, and I can even watch them myself.
It's okay.
And who doesn't
All this
enjoy
movie
them?
watching. All this movie watching. Shout out to Dexter. all this
Oh yeah, he cut it down for
all this
that.
movie watching.
Y'all ain't getting no
But
money.
Eric,
I watched the whole movie.
I haven't
Like,
watched it.
sorry, Pastor Dex.
I think the last movie that I actually watched was that D20 movie.
What's that? That's the one with the Madam whatchamacallit?
With Viola Davis.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
make sure I watch that
It was
Eye in the
good.
Sky now.
Save for the
Jaheim, didn't
feminist
you like that?
agenda. Say for the feminist agenda, it was. There was some stuff in there. If you haven't seen it, I'm just go ahead and spoil it. I think the funniest or the most interesting thing of it all was that the white woman was actually the villain, but she tried to pass
Yeah.
it off on the white guy. I think there were a lot of underlying messages in that movie, but you would have to have a certain mentality to be able to catch it. Otherwise, you would have got swept up
Right.
in the whole feminist thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would
Right.
have
Yeah,
got
that
swept
had a
up in
good
I
the
plot
whole.
twist
agree.
to it.
I
That had a
liked
good
it
plot to
though.
it.
I did. I
Jaheim,
did.
you liked it too.
Once I stayed awake the second
Jaheim,
time,
did
yeah, it
you
was
like
straight.
it?
And what I say to wait the
Yeah,
second time?
I fell asleep the first time, but like when I watched that at your house, yeah, it was straight. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
it ain't too bad.
Really
exactly.
good
That's how.
movie.
Cause I saw that poster and I told my husband I was like, I'm gonna watch it because we've been told to watch it, but I think I'm gonna hate this movie. Like the poster was horrible, and then we got like halfway through the movie, and I was like, you know what, this is actually decent. Like except for the feminist crap, like it's holding my
hmm
attention. I didn't fall asleep on it. It held my attention. It held my
Has
attention.
anybody seen The Accountant 2 yet? Because I have not.
I hadn't even seen one.
What happened? I tried to play it on my thing.
Well,
I
one
don't
would
think it
make me
loaded up on
cry.
mine.
One I
You
think
did say
made
that.
me
You said it
cry.
crazy.
Like, yeah, I watched it again, and I think I cried again.
Oh, you cried.
It's
You already
that
knew what was
good.
gonna happen.
I know, but I think I caught something else the second time that I did. Oh, I did. I caught something at the very end that I don't know how I missed that the first time or I forgot. But I was like, wow, are you serious? It was like a big part and I had missed it.
What's the second part that made you cry?
I can't say it. It's a huge spoiler.
Spoiler.
I might
Speaking of
suffer a
movies
grievous
that are
departure.
making people cry, I have not seen it and I do not intend on watching it. But the internet has been flooded
Well,
with
I'll
a
tell
movie
you.
called Straw with Taraji Henson. It's called Straw. And a lot of people are
I saw a
raving
lot
about
of press on a lot of stuff on that.
yes. The question I have is
I
why
can't
is
watch it anyway.
Taraji Henson no, why is Taraji so comfortable in playing like crazy quote unquote black woman roles? Like she plays that really well. Is it because that's her in real life? It was super too. So have you seen it, Alicia?
Uh-oh.
Because I've seen a lot of stuff. Yeah, I don't want to watch it. I've seen a lot of press about it. I've also seen posts. One of them I even shared, where somebody was saying y'all are on this internet crying about a fictional situation, but a female that you know yourself could actually be going through this, and y'all will spend y'all time instead of trying to help her and figure out a situation for her to be in a better position. Y'all will gossip about her, not saying anybody listening, but y'all will gossip about her, or you basically won't do anything to help her, but you'll look at a fictional character online and rave about it and cry about it.
I
Mm.
agree.
And
And
what
Tyler
you
Perry
said the
gets
name
on
of
my
the movie
nerves
was.
because he
I
basically
never
talking
seen a
about
trailer for that.
basically from
I
what
don't
I've
think I
seen of
saw
it,
it.
from what I've seen of trailers and little clips or what have you, this lady has a situation where somebody robs her. Her daughter is on some type of medical situation where she has to pay for. It's kind of like a female John Q. Now that I think about it, from what I've seen, it seems like a female John Q. But instead of holding up the hospital, she goes and she holds up the bank.
So
And apparently,
I can tell you now,
go ahead. I'm
it was
sorry.
based on another movie. The other movie called Breaking. They say that it was based on that movie that just came out in 2020.
Is that a Tyler Perry? I might watch Breaking. Maybe I don't watch movies like that.
Breaking is not Tyler Perry. I'm pretty sure that was not Tyler Perry. This was 2022, and it was based on a true story of the gentleman who was a vet, and they didn't give him his $892 check, and he was about to get kicked out, and he went to the bank, let everybody leave except for two workers, and specifically said he was not going to hurt anybody, that he just needed his money because he was a single dad. I guess he was getting his daughter or something, and yeah, they shot him and killed him.
Oh wow.
Oh, I think I remember that. Yeah,
Oh
okay,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one.
That was actually yeah. I want to say I seen it. That was good.
Yeah, I might have to watch that one. I never heard of it until just now with you
Because
mentioning it.
at the end of it, I think they actually show like the real audio version of him calling 911, saying like, "Hey, I'm robbing this bank" and all that. Like, it gives you the real stuff at the end of it. It's actually kind of
Okay,
sad
I
though.
don't
It's
remember
like,
that.
huh?
Sad. It's very, very sad because this really happened to a man. And the
Right?
fact
Yeah.
that he said, you can really see between, a criminal, and when somebody's just like fed up and the federal government is doing them wrong, as somebody who put their life on the line for a country, and that's how they do you. And then you kill the man too. That was
Listen,
infuriating.
I will tell
Right.
you
Yeah.
this. This is what I've learned when it comes to veterans. I don't know, I would like to say little known fact, but I don't know if this is a little known fact or not. But when it comes to like random mass shootings or whatever here in Atlanta, 90 something percent of the time it's actually a veteran that does it. And right before they do it, they actually come to the VA and they try to get help and they cannot get help, and they end up snapping. And that ends up being a result of them snapping. They end up shooting up somebody. I want to say last year, no, not year before last, last year, and maybe about January of last year or December of 2024, there was actually a veteran that they killed in the emergency room of the VA. He was trying to get help. They claimed that he made a weird move toward one of the staff and they killed him. So
Mm.
I do think that our veterans do not get the support and the care that they actually deserve for the sacrifice that they've made, despite whether they did it just to support their family or if they did it because they legitimately felt like they were doing a service to the country. Um, I just don't think that they get the care that they deserve. And with everything that's
Right.
going on now, I think it's
All types of
probably
calisthenics.
not gonna get
Super
better.
Bowl
I'm
talking
done. He taking shots at you, Rich.
about. That man's sick. I laid my life down in Korea, man.
He taking
Thank you
That's
for
what you
your
think about
service,
me.
Jahi.
I,
Thank you
I
for your
yes,
do.
service.
definitely. And
I
now I
do
have
one
a
half of
question
one
for
flex
you.
records.
Now that we've talked about you being a veteran, have you ever been in like an active situation to where you could lose your life, or did you kind of just do like
Nah,
stuff
not
there?
to the extent how them guys are doing. Nah, the most we went just went overseas to Afghanistan. Probably like bombed the base, but it was never to the point like somebody actually shooting right at me or no IEDs blowing up around me.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do that in the office, with paper clips and
Nah, we was out in the
pencil
field.
pens,
That was what we out there. But I'm saying I'm
And when
you
shotgun
know,
scissors, so it's gonna be different. We not just
big
running kicking in
balls.
doors. We trying to
You know what I mean?
mentor the people.
Yeah, people was locked in their office. He had to knock the door down and let them out. Bathroom stall.
but
He was like,
still, like we kind of
get
make a joke
out.
about it, but at the same token, at any given time, you could have been called into active duty, correct? Like as far as
No,
like
no,
a
no. I was active duty. I'm just saying it was just the job I was. It was gonna be a little different than how everybody else moved. It's just me and my chaplain. Like how people moving in squads, kicking down
Mhm.
doors. But me and the chaplain just flying around, kind of more counseling people. So our scope was a little different than how everybody else moved around.
Understand?
But you still were
Understand?
in danger though, because you had to be
Correct.
in certain
Right.
places.
No, it was, but I'm just saying I wasn't like some of the guys put themselves in danger. Like they kicking indoors, they could very risk getting shot. I'm just over there, so yeah, stuff can still happen, but I'm just not. I guess I wasn't looking for the danger, so to say. But no, it was still definitely around it. But but the thing was, man, I got to talk to a lot of guys because we did counseling. Man, a lot of them guys when we came back from overseas, they were messed up. I'm talking about like having nightmares, cold sweats, like
Yep.
they couldn't really sleep at night. Like they were,
Yeah.
they it was bad. I was like,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. They
I
go
felt
through a
bad
lot.
for them guys. Yeah,
They
they were really
a
messed
lot,
up.
and they do not get the due diligence that I don't
Mm-mm.
think they get the due diligence that they deserve. Yeah, I heard some
No, they
stories.
don't.
Yeah, they don't. I saw a video.
They
I
just
think I might have posted it. This one guy said that he was active duty. I don't know if this ever happened to you, Rich, but he said he was active duty and he was a part of a specific mission. He completed that mission. He was discharged. A few years later, he said that he was sitting in mental health in the lobby, waiting to be seen at the VA, and the news was on. He said a news flash came across the television, and they were saying that a mission that he had completed years before the time that he was sitting in that lobby, that it had just been completed. And he said that he had to go to the desk and be like, "Hey, is this like real time? Like, is this the recent news or is this recorded?" And they told
Mm.
him, "Oh, this is recent news." And he was like, "It can't be, because what's on the news right now, I did this years ago. So how are they saying that this just happened?"
Mm. Well, they
So
did lie to us a lot in there. Now. They tell you one thing, so I'm pretty sure they just lied to them. Like, yeah, we won this, y'all. You won this mission or whatever. But they got exposed
I might
now.
suffer a grievous departure.
It's like a soup for the slaughter. But that's
uh,
crazy though. I know he had to feel bad though after his
yeah.
commanders whatever told him that man that mission complete. That thing still years later.
Well, I think honestly, I think that it's reverse. I think, and I don't have anything to validate this, but just based on my level of trust when it comes to our governing body, I think
Mm-hmm.
that he actually did complete it. And that for whatever reason they held it silent until it was necessary to be able to use for the people as far as propaganda, and they put it on television the same way with like Osama bin Laden. Depending on who you talk to, they'll give you different times as far as when he died. Like some people
Yeah,
said
yep.
that he died way before they told us that he had actually died. So I think it's
Mm-hmm.
just a lot of government officials, they feel like the average person is really dumb, and they don't, even though the government is supposed to be for us by us type situation, they don't feel like we have the understanding or the intelligence level to be able to digest certain things, so they just tell us anything based on how they want us to move.
Oh yeah, definitely. That is two ways to look at it. 'Cause I remember that lady came on there about something. She was like, "Yeah," and when Ben killed them, and then when she said that,
That was
they
it.
didn't off her. Oh, like a
Yeah.
week later.
That was it. You can't
This man
trust
said
them.
after. He
I
offed.
mean, they
She
did.
suffered a grievous departure.
Yeah. They will clock you out quick. You say the wrong
No, they
thing.
will.
Yeah, you say the wrong thing, you will get clocked out, and it will look like nothing. Like for instance, with these two people that just got, I don't know if the other guy died. I know the lady and her husband did die, but the guy and his wife, I'm not sure. I haven't heard if they passed or not from getting shot. But another thing, I don't know what they were involved in. One of the last press conferences that she sounded really scared. She had
Mm.
a lot of shaking going on in her voice. She said that they really tried to find another way to basically pass that bill, without including not having health care for illegal immigrants, which that's a whole nother broadcast. But I feel like I said, I feel like that was set up. It just don't make sense that some guy that's affiliated with somebody in the government. I forgot who he was an appointee of, but he actually worked in government. He impersonates a police officer and goes and kills two officials. And when they find his car, he has a car full of no king flyers. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah,
just
it's,
all
it's
feels
like a
set.
stage.
Yeah, it feels very Manchurian candidate set up. It don't feel authentic at all. But we won't know till judgment.
Yeah,
Even
they ain't never gonna let
even
that come out.
No.
uh, even the SEAL Team 6, even the ones who supposedly had killed Bin Laden, right? Well,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I feel like I remember that day I was working because I worked at the time downtown at a law firm. And I just, I remember one of the ladies who worked in there. She was like, okay, when you see, I guess she was talking about like a service member or, somebody who was in the military. If
Mm-hmm.
you see him, buy them a cup of coffee. Tell them something like just, I was thinking to myself, like, y'all believe anything. Like, y'all really believe, even back then. She said, oh, buy him or her a cup of coffee. And I'm like, y'all just believe anything.
You agree by
Really.
that?
Wow.
That's the
Even
main
back
world,
then,
though.
because
Nah, go ahead.
everybody, it's so easy to just tell, like, I don't even think anybody questioned it. I think I probably was the only one. I don't think I've said it out loud, but yeah, people don't question anything. They just take it and believe it.
I think it's
Yeah,
more so because it's easy to get a person to believe what they emotionally believe anyway, if that makes sense. So if you think that Rich is a horrible person, it's not hard for me to give you something and be like, you know what? Rich is a horrible person. If I give
But
you
what
something and
planted
that's
that
what you
seed?
wanted to believe anyway, you're not gonna fight it.
But what? But I had to plant that seed. If you don't know, we didn't know Bin Laden from anything, right? If
Mm-hmm.
until
I
they
keep
told us
showing you
about
videos of Jaheed saying, "Hey, I'm gonna kill your child," okay? So yeah, you like, dang, why you wanna do that? And then you give him another video, "I'm gonna kill your mama." I'm like, well, dang, I mean, come on. And then you develop that hate from what you've seen. He has never physically been in your face and said, "Hey, you don't know him. You don't know him. If I only show you those things of him, you will hate him." And then come to find out, he said that wasn't even. I didn't even say that. That was a deep fake video.
I agree.
it.
Or even if you this was years ago, but with the impeachment trial for Trump, that was if you have not seen it and you got some spare time, go watch that. I thought that was I don't even know the right adjective other than to say it was crazy. So the people, the quote unquote prosecution, they were saying that Trump did certain things, but Trump went and got like $100 lawyer. He went and got like a cheap lawyer. He didn't go get like a big wig lawyer. And that guy kept saying that he was like, I'm not a politician, I'm a regular person. But he was eating them up. Like they were only showing certain clips. Like for instance, one of the biggest things that they were saying was when it came to the whole tiki torch situation in Carolina where the white supremacists went marching, and I think it got pretty ugly. I can't remember the specifics of it, but in that situation, there was a lot of backlash with Trump because they was like, "You never condemned them, you never denounced them, you just said there were good people on both sides." So they only played the clip where he was like, "Yeah, they're good people on both sides." His lawyer came back now, whether it was AI, deepfake, I don't know, but he came back and showed the entire clip where the man literally says, like, "I don't condone this. This not what it should be." And then he's like, "But there were good people on both sides." So it was like a situation where he was saying there were people that came to peacefully protest or peacefully do whatever it was supposed to do. Whether you agree with them or you don't agree with them, they still have a right to do that. But there were people that came in that had other things in mind. The same thing with the quote unquote riots, or ain't no quote unquote, the outright riots that we got. There are people that are going, they have a good cause. They do want to quote unquote fight for illegal immigrants for whatever reason. That's your right to do that. They want to do that peacefully. They get up, they do their protest or whatever. But there are people that will come in and be like, "Hey, we could tear some stuff up," and that's what they start doing. But then it ends up getting blamed on the people that came peacefully. But I say all that to say anything can be chopped up and twisted any way that you want to. It just depends on, like you said, what seeds have been planted and what people want to believe. It's not hard to get you to believe something that you want to believe anyway, even if it's a lie.
Right. It's not hard. And a lot of people just don't question. And I probably was one of those people before, um, until you have a reason to question something. I think that one thing that can happen, and then you be like, okay, I need to start, looking
Correct.
at other things.
I agree. I
We in
agree.
Mexican overtime. I had a hop.
We are. I was gonna say it is 9:05. We are in Mexican overtime, and the people got requests. Y'all got anything else for the people before we go?
I,
Uh-oh.
I.
She want to show off now.
Ah, sir. What the fuck? Yes, yes,
Now I
yes.
was
Well,
gonna send
shoot.
my
So
request, but
evil.
then we kind of got sent off. So yeah, I ain't got nothing else for the people.
No, what you got?
I don't even know what my request was now. We just
Oh,
spun off and started talking about topics. I had some stuff I can't remember now.
that is. Well, if you can think of them, you can throw them in the chat. We'll throw them in
All right,
there.
I'll do that.
In the meantime, between time, we appreciate your time. You who will permit, check us out again next Monday, same bat time, same bat channel, from 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are taking the hits that you want to hear. You who will permit, we will play them after. If we don't break in between, or if we don't have a guest. If you do have someone that you would like to hear from as far as the Mar artist, go ahead, throw it in the chat. Petition your local artists. Let them know that we are here to showcase and help them spread their quote unquote ministry. Also, Big Cookie was here last week. He mentioned instant grits. If you have an artist that you want some instant grits from, go ahead, throw that in the chat as well. Maybe we can work on that for you. Again, one last time, you who will permit, we will be transitioning soon. So if you do not see us here, we have transitioned into true internet radio, and we will give you
Yeah.
that information so that you can follow that transition and you are not left behind in this.
Can we
Boogie
not
got
use the word transition?
I
okay.
know agree with but she won't stop.
No, no.
She won't
I'm
stop.
not
Why work?
coming up a word because some sickos. That's what it mean. What it mean? We moving from one place to another.
We make that.
What's
Don't
our
say
what's our
that.
green by
That's
for?
like saying don't use a rainbow. We know what that rainbow for. We're not gonna stop using a rainbow because some sickos got a hold of
Yeah,
it. We know what
yeah,
that
We
yeah,
rainbow
make
break it down to
change.
Just
We
him.
spin
don't
it like
stay the
Cry out
same.
to
That's
is.
the name of
spin it
the
like back, back,
game.
back, back.
him. We
She
make
said we're gonna
change, don't stay
transition, and
the
then after we
same.
transition, we plan to transition from the transition once we transition.
She didn't want the word used. You running it in the ground now. Look at you. Help or crit. Well, in the
Yeah.
meantime, it is 9:07 on one of my clocks, and on other clock is 9:02.
Uh,
What time it is. But I do for your listening ear for the past hour. Check us out. You who will permit next Monday, but also check us out throughout the week. We got the lesson in the morning at 7 o'clock. And then in the afternoon, if you are not live and in full effect at the God, we got the lessons rolling for you during our service times. We appreciate and harbor each and every one of you.
Oh
Shalom.
yeah. Shalom out till next time,
Shalom
y'all.
in the mouth too.
Uh-huh.
If I gotta fight, I gotta fight, I'm fighting for my soul. If I gotta cry, I'ma cry to the one with all control. If I gotta fight, I'ma fight, 'cause I'm fighting for my soul. Fighting for my soul. If I gotta cry, yeah, to the one with all control. Salvation may be a gift, but I'm fighting. Make sure my life's aligning up with the writing. Cause if this thing's written, the book gon' give me hope. I be a fool of pain instead of learning how to cope, yeah. Living right ain't no cakewalk, but sin much harder. We be a fool to choose the birth, so let's be smarter. If we could just endure some pain and doubt the flame, we're playing Satan's games and we become just like the Father. I ain't afraid to cry, even hear who did. Calling out for y'all from the crucifix. We saw a perfect soldier fight to earn his throne. Now he's resting at home, so let's follow the pattern shown. Yeah. If I gotta fight, I'ma fight for my soul. If I gotta cry, I'ma cry. The one with all control. Said if I gotta fight, I'ma fight. Look, said I ain't never loved correction, but aiming to reach perfection. It's some lessons we gon' learn of the purpose of getting tested. Look, trouble gon' come and affliction gon' come, but I know that through Yahushua every battle fought is won. If y'all be with us, I know that he can deliver. You should see it firsthand. Shalom that Yahuwah give it. What Yahuwah give it, ain't no man that can take away. But he gon' hold us down just like a paperweight. He said he wipe away the tears from my eyes. No more hurt, no more pain, no more death, no more crying. So if you think you took an L, no, you gon' win. And all I know is that until then, yeah. Yeah, yeah, and if I gotta cry, I'ma cry, I'ma cry, I'ma cry. But if I gotta fight, I'ma fight, yeah, yeah. Fight for my soul, yeah, yeah. Look, say look, trouble gon' come and affliction gon' come, but I know that through Yahushua every battle fought is won. Trouble gon' come and affliction gon' come, but I know that through Yahushua every battle fought is won. Trouble gon' come and affliction gon' come, but I know that through Yahushua every battle fought is won. Trouble gon' come and affliction gon' come, but I know that through Yahushua every battle fought is won.
Yo, whatever it takes for everything it gives, a crown to life, just endure to the end. Yeah, don't forget the mission or what Yahushua did. Came down to suffer for us to make it in. Used to wanna be a millionaire. Yeah, bottles in the air, big pimpin', shrimpin', lobster everywhere. Hoes on the yacht, hoes in the lair. Bro, take your pick, brunette or blonde hair. Yeah, I'll take both as I choke on that marijuana. Radio playing my songs, declaring me the dawn. But one day I'll be gone. Will he forgive me for the man that I've become? When I consider that, I'm glad he ain't answer me back. Used to pray for that crack, ignorant to the pack. You gotta make with the snake. Now I'd rather be a great servant, new purpose. Gotta make it through them gates, and the way is straight.
I had to take a break in Florida, gather myself, re-strategize to fight the war within. Double agents on the outside, realize we're not with them. Yahushua exhibited art of war, so Satan slaughtered him. When you met a time, get my respect or I'ma take it. Cause 9 times out of 10 that you call that I don't make it. It's a self-journey, baby. I keep sniffing with you snakes. So now the rock who Yahuwah, and he will pay you to your face. For sure I'm living cause it's grace. Found his joy and ditch my faith. Oh, hard that I bang boogie, I'ma now increase my strength. This suppressing weight. My goal to make it through his gates. Gave away too much just to quit because of slate. No, his flame will be my fate. Run this race with no delay. Eyes on the prize finish line, maintain a steady pace. Keep a smile upon my face. Could be sleeping subterranean, yet for whatever reason, Yahuwah, he touched my cranium. Vibranium, indestructible, the bar he give is precious. Iron sharpened iron by his power, endure this pressure. Yes, a diamond in the rough, been out dumb ram in the bush. Abba was minded to slay me, but Yahushua took the wood. Pause. Big brother pledge allegiance like fraternity. Took his Q dog so I can rest up for eternity. Along Cain with majesty, the desire that burning me. So burning me avoided in obedience abundance. See, I gotta be blameless.
Order my steps, keep my mind at all times. Help me conquer this flesh, it wanna cut up. This tortured mind, it won't shut up. Replaying the past, every time I messed up. Pushing me to crash and burn, I won't lecture. Standing on a rock, true Yehudi, I ain't giving up. I gave up too much, no sir, I'm climbing. Till I get closer to that sun shining. And not that sun, I'm talking the meaning behind it. Before he made what was made, he was there beside him. Wisdom, crieth, I keep, we dieth disappointed. My spot, my goal, triumph. Spent too many nights crying in my defiance. Lying to myself like I ain't as bad as I am. They trying to tell me that you can't live perfect, but they can say that for them Sunday services. Gotta be blameless. I just gotta make it. Oh, I just gotta make it. I just gotta make it in. Oh,
to repent you who should coming back. Beneath of a dome, where you at? It's time to repent you who should coming back. Beneath of a dome, where you at? It's time to repent you who should coming back. Beneath of a dome, where you at? It's time to repent you who should coming back. We in the last days, something gotta fall away. I told my rock, I gotta see a who should face. It's a long and a hard, you who is return be done. Oh, to be called one of the Benin, cause you who should gon' be back by any moment, without any given notice. That's why we gotta stay focused. You who gave you who should up for the atonement. Beneath of a dome, where you at? It's time to repent you who should coming back. Beneath of a dome, where you at? It's time to repent you who should coming back. Beneath of a dome, where you at? It's time to repent you who should coming back. Beneath of a dome, where you at? It's time to repent you who should coming back. Hold up, when this thing scroll up, any moment when it happen, it's gon' fold up. Wake up like a thief in the late night. He watching us, he calculating. He not just gon' pass by, cause I'm undeserving. I know where I'm at. He could've left me hurt, I know I deserve that. He showed me mercy, he didn't have to have that. Only for today, just so I know where we at. Beneath of a dome, where you at? It's time to repent you who should coming back. Beneath of a dome, where you at? It's time to repent you who should coming back. Beneath of a dome, where you at? It's time to repent you who should coming back. Beneath of a dome, where you at? It's time to repent you who should coming back.
You know what make it do what it do, right?
This is another Impossible.
Is it crazy, baby? Okay, I start my room with some breakfast and pilau. Count a few Barakas wide, answer me a couple calls, breath in my body. Man, I'm forever grateful while I'm going through my room. I gotta stop and tell him thank you for setting me free, because I know I don't deserve it. He washed me up with that Dabarine detergent. He cut deep like a brain surgeon, but I guess that's what it takes if I wanna be made perfect. And ain't a shame to lift up my hands, shackles on my feet, now I can go do my dance. I might marry myself cause I got one time. Shouts out to my Uncle Kerry. I'm running this race until I got no more steps. I'm giving you a halal to my last breath. I tell you about his goodness, I'ma go and pass it along. And it's been so good I had to hop on this song.
He's been good to me, more than I'll ever deserve. Call me out the world, promote me by his word.
Grace I was given, so my heart remains repentant. Learning how to be submissive, total praise, no inquisition. Intuition was my thought, I wasn't made to be my own. Not knowing of who begot me, the fate of me wasn't known. In the prison of my mind, my own war and no escape. Still make my own thoughts, saying me I would negate. Injected lethally with bitterness until he called my part. And I governed in my mind in times of trouble, I just call him praising you. Yeah, you. That's why I'm praising you. Yeah, you. All glory be to you. Yeah, you. I keep praising you. Yeah, you. I'm so glad to be free. With him I'm no longer bound. Was lost in the world, but thanks to you now I'm found. He's been good to me, more than I'll ever deserve. Call me out the world, promote me by his word. My heart not overcharged, keep it steady for eternity. His one my name be called, that's the hope that's growing internally. So good he make me wanna moan as if I'm eating Campbell's. His love is so rewarding, I'm off the score and he now more.
Now it's time for a breakdown.
He's been so good to me, I don't think that words can explain.
It's your boy B Breezy, man. You locked in with ZMR Radio. Breezy!
Yeah. Hey, pearly gates walking through 1 of 12. Through your Hoosha world, the way it's been unveiled. Can't tell about the workings of 1 mil. That's your Hoosha world, the way it's been unveiled. Tripping them knees, y'all know we gotta stand strong in these last days. Yahuwah underdog on, working with his left. He had the Lord help us, now revealed the right. We see he's ambidextrous. Following his way will get us to repentance. Yahushua did the mission till he said it was finished. We all know the business was about the our business. Purpose he was working was to minister an entrance. Pearly gates walking through 1 of 12. Through Yahushua world, the way it's been unveiled. Can't fail about the workings of 1 mil. That's Yahushua world, the way it's been unveiled. Pearly gates walking through 1 of 12. Through Yahushua world, the way it's been unveiled. Can't fail by the workings of 1 mil. That's Yahushua world, the way it's been unveiled. With the law, Ushar had a veil on. Couldn't see the end, so our hearts had a veil on. Now with Qatar, we could not prevail on. Get me a mic, I heard there's a sale on. Veil torn, now I get to see undone. Free from Qatar, I tell you I'm so gone. To the Ben Yahusha, I tell you I'm so fine. Made me Malak and Azabak like a Kohan. Now I get to see the one that's sitting on the mercy seat. Following the steps, Yahusha got some nice feet. 30 pieces, price of entry's not cheap. It's on the house, that's what he did for you and me. Wall built, but there was not a door there. Between 2 thieves, perfect place to hang a door there. Ben Yahushua, one that was chosen, pierced in the side. Finally, door open. Pearly gates walking through 1 of 12. Through Yahushua, the way it's been unveiled. Can't fail about the workings of 1 mil. That's Yahushua, the way it's been unveiled. Pearly gates walking through 1 of 12. Through Yahushua, the way it's been unveiled. Can't fail about the workings of 1 mil. That's Yahushua, the way it's been unveiled. I was weak, Yahushua got my strength up. Gave me the tools, this building I'ma fix up. Cup runneth over, my eyes messed up. Cause Yahuwah, all I hear would dwell with us. Pearly gates walking through 1 of 12. Through Yahushua, the way it's been unveiled. Can't fail about the workings of 1 mil. That's Yahushua, the way it's been unveiled. Pearly gates walking through 1 of 12. Through Yahushua, the way it's been unveiled. Can't fail by the workings of 1 mil. That's Yahushua, the way it's been unveiled. Let's go.
If I had 2 souls, I would probably gamble. But I can't take that risk and end up burning like a candle. And don't take chances on your soul, she helps too hot to handle. Nah, I won't roll the dice, man, I'm not trying to gamble. Man, you can have it all, if you ain't save it, wouldn't matter. Everybody's gotta die and you know judgment's coming after. Don't take chances on your soul, she helps too hot to handle. Nah, I won't roll the dice, man, I'm not trying to gamble. If I reach high enough, I can probably touch the sky. And he told to save me, man, I often wonder why. The chances that he gave me, I often took for granted. Realized that my actions only caused me much damage. Had to get with the strong and stop hanging with the weak. Seen the problem in the mirror, realizing it was me. Hard bit for me to swallow, cause I couldn't see myself. Had to find me a right, I seek Yahushua for his help. Man, Yahushua has recall on whom he will. He offered me a deal. Obey me and serve, so way that I can live with him as many matches. Shamayim is Yahudi paradise. I won't roll the dice, but if I had 2 souls, I would probably gamble. But I can't take that risk and end up burning like a candle. And don't take chances on your soul, she helps too hot to handle. Nah, I won't roll the dice, man, I'm not trying to gamble. Man, you can have it all, if you ain't save it, wouldn't matter. Everybody's gotta die and you know judgment's coming after. Don't take chances on your soul, she helps too hot to handle. Nah, I won't roll the dice, man, I'm not trying to gamble. Why gain the whole world and your soul profits nothing? Commit to your side where you quit all your suffering. You gon' still go through, but it's gon' get better. Keep your eyes on the prize, remember you use your treasure. Know you are not alone, man, we all get tempted. But the chance that you're taking to your soul to no repentance. What you reap is what you sow, so you best be careful. You can flip through the book and find you a couple examples. I say Yahushua have come on whom he will. He offered me a deal.
Obey me and serve to the way that I can live with him. As many matches, shaman, established paradise. I'll take my chance of living right. But if I had two souls, I would probably gamble. But I can't take that risk and end up burning like a candle. And don't take chances on your soul. She goes too hot to handle. No, I won't roll the dice. Man, I'm not trying to gamble. Man, you can have it all if you ain't save it, wouldn't matter. Everybody's gotta die and you know judgment's coming after. Don't take chances on your soul. She goes too hot to handle. No, I won't roll the dice. Man, I'm not trying to gamble.
No better way to show my love for you. No better way to show my love for you. No better way to show my love for you. No better way to show my love for you. No better way.
Late nights sitting up meditating. How could I ever tell you thank you for all your patience? You could have cut me off a long time ago. I can tell you how I changed, but let me let my action show. The man I used to be, I'm ashamed of. Chasing desires of the world, falling strange love. Now my desire is simply to go higher. I was destined for the fire, but you sent your son to save us. Now I'm a soldier in the army. You've been called to be a soldier, and there's some battles coming for you. And if you know it could be your battle, better arm up and keep on fighting to the end when he raise up.
No better way to show my love for you. No better way to show my love for you. No better way.
I could dedicate this song, but let me do my life. Until Yahushua, when it was crucial, he sacrificed. Not in just how he died, but he lived. Let us pattern his steps, let us walk as he did. Who did no sin in mouth, had no deceit. Take to see you who was good, come in and take a seat. I can count up all the reasons that I should be saved, but since you chose me, I'ma serve you till my dying day.
No better way to show my love for you. No better way to show my love for you. Yahushua, take us home. Deliver us from death everlasting. Yahushua, take us home. So we'll live on and on.
I sit back and ponder why is right always so hard to choose. I need your hood to cover me too. I need you to bring me over so that I can be brand new. I can see the signs. Please take me home so that I can do better.
Deliver us from death everlasting.
Yeah,
Yahushua, take us home.
you need to believe.
So we'll live on and on.
Need you in my body. Trying to listen for your Yahushua sound. Make sure that I don't get left made around. Give me another chance to choose it. I want to be just like you. I'm in discerning. I've been so wrong, so don't let this be my ending.
Take us home. Take us home. Take us home. Take us home. Appreciate you, who should call sees real.
I serve a wonderful Hoosier. Yes, 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 Hoosier's my Hoosier. I serve a wonderful Hoosier. Yes, 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 Hoosier's my Hoosier.
Wonderful Elohim, you already know. Holding on to the bar, I won't let go. My locks are decal, white, clean evidence. Think I'm Jeffrey from the way I showed the Fresh Prince. Just to save us all, he left up the bar. I babysit a Pratt, the way I keep him all. To get his mouth with his tube is beyond measure. Chick-fil-A, it always was his true pleasure. See you on a Ross, he only gave a little taste. To his Ahab, he left to go prepare a place. He took away disgrace. I will not forsake Yahushua was who I serve, there is no mistake.
I serve a wonderful Hoosier. Yes, 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 Hoosier's my Hoosier. I serve a wonderful Hoosier. Yes, 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 Hoosier's my Hoosier.
Have you tried him? He's better than alright. Hoosier's the best thing that's been in my life. Awesome and mighty, no competition. I lift my hands in total submission. This the vibe, so get your groove on. We almost to the end, just hold on. The goal is to make it in. Gotta let go of sin if you wanna win. Do you mind if I tell the whole world? I'll cry loud about it. No, I ain't afraid to shout it. It is evident, I have my evidence.
I serve a wonderful Hoosier. Yes, 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 Hoosier's my Hoosier. I serve a wonderful Hoosier. Yes, 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 Hoosier's my Hoosier.
If I could erase every one of my mistakes, every misstep I made, all the things that I hate, would I need you? Y'all tell me, would I need you? If I could erase every one of my mistakes, every misstep I made, all the things that I hate, would I need you? Y'all tell me, would I need you? Hey, look, make no mistakes, I ain't boasting in my shame, but the fact that I went wrong is why I call upon your name. Yeah, I need you. Yeah, Yahushua, I need you. Look, the only reason that I'm living Abraham and her seed. Used to get cut by the word, but it was planting the seed. Had to break their heart and ground, make me something more conducive. Show me things I used to love was really so abusive. So then I get to thinking, what if I could change my past? Undo all my mistakes, just how long would I have last? Could I endure the test? Would I endure the trials? Only way to get perfection is to suffer for a while. So if I could erase every one of my mistakes, every misstep I made, all the things that I hate, but I need you. Y'all tell me would I need you? If I could erase every one of my mistakes, every misstep I made, all the things that I hate, would I need you? Y'all tell me would I need you? Make sure they don't get lost while I'm speaking what I'm saying. Since I know I'm undeserving, that's the reason I stay praying. When you know you ain't been right, but you turn and believe. Seeking, calling on your hoover, but don't know what you receive. Will he hear my cry? Will he accept repentance? Just how much is it gonna cost me after all my years of sinning? I'm thankful for my errors, but mostly that I learned to be cautious in my walk, to make sure that my soul don't burn. So if I could erase every one of my mistakes, every misstep I made, all the things that I hate, would I need you? Y'all tell me would I need you? If I could erase every one of my mistakes, every misstep I made, all the things that I hate, would I need you? Y'all tell me would I need you? If I could erase every one of my mistakes, every misstep I made, all the things that I hate, would I need you? Y'all tell me would I need you? If I could erase every one of my mistakes, every misstep I made, all the things that I hate, would I need you? Y'all tell me would I need you?
Hey, what up, family? It's your boy Big Cookie, aka Mr. Sing It Like You Mean It himself. You tuned in to ZMR radio station, the baddest station in the land. Stream it, share it, donate, whatever you do. Support this Kadasamara.
Hey y'all, this your girl LV.
Serving y'all.
This is Danielle Jones, and you're listening to ZMR Radio.
Don't touch that dial.